Today we have Anubhav Batra. He's the CFO for the Tanla platform. And thank you all the participants to joining the last call of Aryan Bharat Connect conference. And also, it was great pleasure to host you all today. And last past 3 days, we are getting a lot of good interaction from the participant and the management. So requesting all the participant similar kind of support required today in this call. So requesting all the participant to ask question during the Q&A session, and meanwhile requesting Anubhav sir to give 10-minute brief on the company and current development, so that would be helpful for the those investor, those who are not aware about the company. So thank you very much, and please take it over, sir.
Thank you, Jyoti. I hope I am clearly audible, Jyoti, if you can confirm.
Yes.
Okay, great. So thank you, Arihan Capital and Jyoti, for giving us the opportunity. And I'll be happy to take questions and answers once I've given a brief overview of the company, and it'll be good to interact with the esteemed investor community. So let me first start with a little bit of background about Tanla Platforms. Basically, Tanla Platform is actually market leader in the industry we operate. We have around 35% market share, and Tanla Platforms actually operates in two synergistic verticals. We call it platforms business and enterprise business. Both have synergies where the innovation happen in the platform side of business, and the scale comes from the enterprise side of business. There are advantages of both which we cross leverage. In terms of how the two verticals are kind of structured, is that the strengths of platform is that they are deeply embedded with the partner ecosystem. When we say partner ecosystem, we have platforms which are deployed at telecom operators. We have deployed with OTT players. And the power of platform business for Tanla is that it allows Tanla to kind of have a positive impact on the larger ecosystem. When I say larger ecosystem, like I mentioned, for partners, but also for regulator, we operate in a CPaaS industry, which the biggest regulator which governs the communication space is TRAI. And whenever TRAI comes with some regulation which impacts the telecom operators and the communication industry as such, we kind of develop platform and we kind of take care of those regulations and ensure that we create platforms which allows telcos to comply with those regulations. So taking care of the entire ecosystem when it comes to regulators as well as partners is something that gets empowered by our platform business. Now, the recent change that the company is undertaking, which will positively impact the future, is that the platforms are now becoming AI native. And that is actually a very interesting shift that is happening in our journey, where all our platforms will be AI native. And when I say AI native, they're not just AI enabled. You may have some of the investors who are aware with the company may have heard our chairman talking about it, where the AI native platforms which will cater to some of the big problem statements which are there in the country around anti-spam and anti-scam. Those solutions are being now enabled by the AI native layer which the company is working on. And one of the recent successes in that has been one of the closure of one of the telcos in Indonesia, where the platform went live in August, and we hope that it will continue to do good, and there is already positive impact shown by the solution. So the platform business will completely revolve around the AI native philosophy. Coming on to the enterprise side, the strengths of enterprise vertical is that it operates at a scale which allows us to be the market leader in the country, as well as there are certain positives when it comes to that business. It is highly predictable in nature. because most 95% of our customers remain with us. It's a low churn rate, recurring revenue business, and there is an interesting shift happening from plain text to rich media communication. Just to inform the community here, basically the enterprise business, the nature of the business is that we allow businesses to reach out to their consumers through multiple channels, digital channels. So an SMS obviously is the predominant channel, but now with the invent of WhatsApp and RCS coming into play, these channels is where the enterprise business focuses on, and OTT is driving the growth in the enterprise space, and we are gaining more and more traction on the OTT side. So the growth lever for enterprise business hovers around expansion in our OTT business. And as I said, it is highly predictable, decent growth in that business, and customer stickiness is a big positive. So that's on the enterprise side. In terms of the size of the company, we are around 4,000 crore top line company. CAGR of last 5 years in terms of revenue has been around 15%, debt free. We have around 900 to 1,000 crore cash balance in the balance sheet. And the one of the growth levers for us from a future perspective is from a technology perspective, it is going AI native, and from a number perspective, it will be geographical expansion as well as acquiring more customers in India. So in nutshell, this is how I would want to present Talna, where we operate in two businesses, platform enterprises, and both have synergies. Platforms have their own strength, enterprise business has their own strength, and we obviously enjoy benefits of the synergies between the both the units.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir, for the insight. Now requesting all the participants to raise hand to ask questions. And meanwhile, sir, wanted to understand on the international side, what is your strategy for international expansion? And are you looking at a acquisition or organic growth? Because we keep discussing like we will be expanding in international side. So what's your take on that side?
Yes. So, Jyoti, as I mentioned, international expansion is one of our biggest growth lever. We have already, I think, announced a couple of um, opportunities which we have closed in Indonesia as a market, whether it is our RCS map platform or the AI native platform, which is solving the anti-scam. It's an anti-scam solution which is solving the problem of scams in Indonesia. So Indonesia definitely, I think it will have a huge impact on the company's growth trajectory. Likewise, we are now beefing up the team even more, where we would want to close a few more opportunities internationally in the times to come. So definitely geographical expansion outside of Indonesia in certain other parts, neighboring countries, definitely is on the cards. And when it comes to inorganic expansion, I think Tanla's philosophy has been that we are a little, picky and choosy when it comes to acquiring companies. So we keep looking at assets, and definitely, if we identify an opportunity which gives us better presence in geographical expansion, if the time to market reduce, definitely we are on a lookout where if something interesting comes up, definitely we will go towards inorganic expansion.
Yes, sir. And sir, what about US? I mean, if we wanted to enter in US, so are we able to do that? Because some of the competitor they are facing issue entering in the US because of the high competition.
Yeah, so as I said, the current philosophy currently at the moment, the strategy is to go to neighboring countries where like expand more in Southeast Asia and maybe a little bit in Middle East. US for the foreseeable future, we are not actively working towards entering into the US market unless we do it through an inorganic strategy, which at the moment there is no plan.
Okay, thank you, sir. First question we have from Anil sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Are you able to hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
Anil.
Yeah. So it's good interacting with you. So I will follow up the question on the international and particularly on the Indonesia part. Uh, you had announced a couple of deal for the RCS map platform. So have we gone live on those deals?
Yes, for anti-spam deals, we have gone live. For Map platform, it is we are almost there. We have not gone live, but we'll be going live very soon. The Map platform, RCS deals.
So can you explain a bit about what kind of deals are these and what are the unit economics of these deals?
So I can definitely have put throw more light on what kind of deals they are. These are all supply side deals where we work with telcos to enable them to enable them to sell RCS in the country. These are all platform deals where the idea is for us to empower the telcos to start sending Google RCS messages. So we grow as when the adoption of RCS increases in the country, when the messaging volumes on RCS will grow, we will grow together with it. So that's the model in which we operate with these for the MAT platform deals in any telco.
So it is a revenue share kind of a deal.
Yes, they are linked with revenue share.
So, I mean, RCS is already deployed in Indonesia for the last 2 years. So, what is going to happen to the existing volumes? Will they come to our platform or they will remain separate? How is it looking out? Because see,
No,
you have tied up into.
RCS, yes. RCS is not officially started in Indonesia yet.
Okay, maybe I have a wrong understanding of that. So,
Yeah.
so basically, then you will have to go through the entire ramp up cycle when people will start looking at RCS, will start integrating into their backend applications, and you will give them the APIs and all of those things, right?
Ramp up definitely, but I think it moves pretty quickly. I don't foresee because in India also, like we have learned here, RCS is not a. It restarted maybe year and a half, and we are already seeing massive volumes. So ramp up happens pretty fast if the strategy is nice. I think RCS everywhere is picking up. It's a huge opportunity. I think it should ramp up pretty fast in Indonesia as well.
So you won't have an enterprise play in Indonesia. It will be a platform play only. Is that correct?
At the moment, the deals are platform deals. If we enter into the country from enterprise standpoint, there may be a play, but at the deals that we have announced are platform deals.
Fair enough. So that completes the question on Indonesia. Coming back to the domestic part, uh, I mean, some of the tenders of the banks that have gone in the local SMS and Uday and others have been speaking about the very low realization that you see in the market. The entire growth is eaten away by the sort of price fall. So, what is the status as of now? I mean, are we seeing a price stability now? Can we be confident that there will be no more price reductions and the volumes can start getting into the bottom line and the top line?
Yes, Anil. In fact, this question is normally asked every quarter, and I think the outgoing CFO last time in the previous earnings call also I think mentioned that looks like the decline. There is still pricing pressure is always there, but it looks like it has stabilized even in the global. If you look at our global SMS proportion and all that, even there prices have stabilized. Looks like. We will not have too much of a decline going forward. It looks to be stable,
Okay,
and
fair
volume
enough.
increase should contribute to the growth. And last two quarters also, if you see, there is a little bit of growth momentum back.
Yeah, and that was heartening to see. And this
Yes.
time, I think there was a guidance or a aspiration. I would not use the word guidance, but an aspiration shown that we want to grow the EBITDA on a 20% CAGR. So, how good are we
That's
holding to
right.
that?
See, it is, as I said, it is an internal aspiration, and the entire team is gunning towards it. So again, the hopes are high, and obviously we are working towards it.
Okay. Do I have time for more questions or should I get back into the queue?
You can ask.
Okay, fair enough. So, the other question on this aspect is in terms of when we say that our market share is around 35% or 40% in the enterprise market, can you break it down by what would be an approximate market share in WhatsApp, RCS, and SMS?
No, actually, it will be difficult to do it like that. I would want to remain at, that statement of 35-40% market share because detailing would be a little difficult, Anil.
But still, as an order of magnitude, how far away are we from that mean in the WhatsApp area? Are we below 25% in WhatsApp or above 25%?
What I would say is that we are in because OTT, you would have seen that we are growing significantly and it contributes to a significant portion of our revenue now. So even in OTT, we are holding a good position. In fact, having said that, both Google and Meta have recognized Tanla Group as partner of the year. So there also, I think the leadership position is maintained.
Okay, fair enough. And as to the Indian platform business, when you look at various things, the Wisely ATP, are we getting any further traction on that, or there is nothing further from the one or two other bank deals that we had earlier on?
No, there is traction. There is traction and good momentum here in India as well. It'll again is part of our internal aspiration. I think it'll Wisely ATP will continue to positively impact that aspiration.
Okay. So if another question, I mean, you can try to be specific if you want, but otherwise this quarter, the festival season, instead of being in October, has partly come in September. So how does it impact the revenue? And there has been a very big churn in the many industries because of this GST announcement for the 12% to 5% and 0%. Has it impacted us in any way?
No, GST has not impacted, and in terms of festivity, I think it'll spread over September and October. I can't go into specifics like you rightly mentioned, but I mean there is seasonality always in the business depending on these events, sales and festivities. So I think it'll reflect in the financials accordingly.
Okay. Thank you. That's all from my side for the time. I'll wait for the other
Thank
questions.
you, Anil.
Thank you so much. Requesting all the participants to raise hand to ask question. Next question from Deepak sir, please go ahead.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Deepak. Hi.
Hi, Anubhav. Thanks for this opportunity. Most of the questions have been asked by the previous
Anil.
speaker. So, just one question I have. Given that we have 40% market share in India and seems like the market has matured, is there any other related sector or segment which we plan to target within India to capture the whole AI buzz? And given the platform and the infrastructure we have, do you see any opportunities and any related field which we can explore?
Yeah, so Deepak, India also, honestly, there has been a pricing pressure, but the market has not saturated. There is growth in terms of volumes. There are more and more solutions being deployed by our enterprise unit, where more and more use cases are being adopted by enterprises across different verticals. So I would say there is enough juice uh, here in the market, which we are trying to cater to through our different multiple channel, multiple solution, different use cases kind of strategy. And there are more products, as I said, which are being built, especially from an AI native strategy perspective, including Wisely ATP, which has become more powerful with AI coming into it. We will be able to cross sell, upsell more to our enterprises, and it is part of the growth trajectory. So I think existing customer base has to be built even more with more and more solutions that will come from the platforms side. So enough growth lever available in the country itself.
Yeah, okay. And any plans to cater to the retail side? I mean, largely it's B2B, right? And on B2G or B2 telecom, any
Yes,
like
yes.
like do you see with the digital kind of spread in India and so many other opportunities
Not from a retail
from a
perspective, because we not no because nothing for the not no solution at the moment for just the retail as a customer or a target audience. It is more for large and medium enterprises and large use cases. nothing for the retail as such.
Got it. Because the whole thought was India because of the pricing pressure, and given our market share already is so big, I mean, how do we grow in India? So that was the question.
Yeah, so as I said, more use cases and growth from the existing customers, it looks to be a better option rather than spreading ourselves to a segment which is a low, I would say, ARPU segment. So retail is definitely, I mean, if it is large, we automatically reach there through our GTM teams. But otherwise, I think growing the existing customers with more solution and better usage driven by different solution and use cases is the plan.
Understood. Okay. Got it,
Yeah.
Anubhav. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm now requesting participant to raise hand to ask question. Sir, one question from my side. I'm sorry. Yeah. So Nilesh sir, please go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Nilesh.
Sir, will you please explain for growth, uh, is there only a single mode of growth opportunity to acquire new customer, or we can cater new services, or we can enhance the volume of existing customer as well?
Actually, Nilesh, it is a mix of both. And if you look at our past reports that we have published for shareholders and investors, it kind of shows how we are growing our revenues from existing customers. They are sticking to us. We are selling more solutions to them, as well as we keep acquiring more and more customers, which are net new in nature. So it's the growth strategy is actually a mix of both. We want to sell more to our existing customers as well as acquire new customers, but mid and large in size.
Okay. And sir, please, will you please explain the report that earlier published about fake volume that came into the industry? Is it still there?
No, I'm not aware. I'm not aware of fake. I'm not
This
sure which report are you referring to.
fake volume that coming into the CPaaS network. So overall industry volume has been increased significantly.
No, I don't think we have
Not in your
experienced that
platform.
here.
Maybe your competitor has the same.
Oh, Nilesh, not aware about it. And I think because we realize the entire cycle of messaging being generated from enterprise through to getting terminated on telcos, etc., is there, and I don't think we have experienced that.
Okay. And sir, for next coming 5 year, WhatsApp or SMS, what will be the growth driver?
See, I can't give any forward-looking statement, Nilesh, but I think SMS, or rather, I would say the entire messaging space, whether it includes SMS as well as the other OTT channels, collectively, it should continue to grow with more and more usage and solutions and use cases. So I hope that it is in the growth mode. It shows growth.
Okay. And whether pricing pressure is will continue, or little bit we can increase the price? What is the industry scenario?
Increase, I'm not sure, but definitely pricing pressure is there, but it has kind of bottomed out.
Okay. Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next question we have from Suyog sir. Please go ahead. Suyog sir, please go ahead. Your line.
Hello, Anubhav. Good afternoon. Am I
Hi.
audible?
Good afternoon. Yes.
Great. So thanks for the opportunity. First question, uh, in case of the like large enterprises, right? How many of them are adopting the uh, like advanced feature that you have, ATP insights in Wisely platform?
Yeah, so I can't say the percentage, but definitely we are seeing interest from them. Couple of deals have been closed and more are there in pipeline. So it's a deep technology which takes I mean, it has been mentioned previously that it takes a little bit of time the sales cycle is longer, but definitely there is interest and we are seeing more interest and there is decent pipeline there.
Right. And I'm seeing there is a new growth officer has been appointed for Asian, Middle East. Is it a new role?
Yes, it's a new role for the platforms business, and we are expanding not only just from the GTM side. There is a lot of investment happening in terms of people, even at senior level, right from you would have seen many announcements right from technology people, chief of AI joining us, chief growth officer joining us. So these are for primarily for platform sales outside in the region as well as outside.
Right. And in the which other which geographies or which probably in Middle East, which kingdoms will be the focus area, and which other countries? I know that you are present, I guess, in Indonesia. Which other countries
Yes.
in
So
Asia
basically,
where
in
you are
other
focusing?
Southeast Asian countries and major provinces in South in Middle East are the target. So there's no specific country we are targeting. It is actually the region. So depending on, I mean, the guy has joined and the team is there, it's being built. So we would focus in other Southeast Asian countries as well as a few Middle Eastern countries.
Got it. Thanks a lot.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Requesting participant to raise hand to ask question. And so just wanted to understand. Okay, we have follow-up question from Nilesh, sir. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Yes.
Sir, I just want to know about the new development that came into the industry, that Proximus deal with Root Mobile. How do you see as a competitor, and what is our strategy on this deal? How do you see that deal can impact us?
I don't really see an impact, Nilesh, because it's honestly it's not a new deal. It is a few quarters old, so I don't really see a direct connection here. I don't think there will be an impact because the company that the competition continues to operate that they were operating, and I don't think there will be any impact of the shareholding change.
Okay, because due to that, Root Mobile got new market, new services, and big network. So, is there any pressure on our market share or pricing
Not at all.
margin?
No, no.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Requesting all the participant to raise hand to ask questions. And sir, wanted to understand the RCS thing. Like RCS on the WhatsApp side, WhatsApp still don't share any revenue with the company like Tanla Root. So what's your viewpoint on that?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, I think OTT continues to grow at a faster rate and the proportion continues to increase. I think if I correctly remember, it is somewhere around 30% of our total sales that happen on the enterprise side. So definitely WhatsApp and RCs are growing quite fast or faster than the traditional channels.
Okay. And also we are there on the mailing side, bulk mailing and all.
No, not much. Email
Because
is not
now,
a
yeah, now the traction has started on that side. And a lot of companies getting good type from the bigger companies. So are we looking similar kind of opportunity in segmental?
We do, no, we do cater to the demands from enterprises if they want to use our email platform. But since the unit price is very, very small and it is I don't think it has a significance in our overall, revenue mix and margin mix. And it is not a proactive. The size is not that huge, I feel, and I don't think it is not there in our active growth levers that we are focusing on.
So, sir, how we are doing on the SMS side and volume side, if you can talk compared to
Yeah, so
the
again, pricing pressure remains there, but volumes, they continue to grow even on SMS side.
because our competitor is declining on that side. So, just wanted to understand if it is their similar kind of we are seen by us.
No, I think still SMS adoption is there in the country. It continues. Uh, it has growth, volumes growth as well.
And how is the competitive intensity differ in Asia and ME compared to India?
So from a platform perspective, I think it is similar because, like you would know, Tanla platforms, we do greenfield innovations, either primarily led by a regulator or larger problems like anti-scam, anti-spam. So like in India, there are not many players. Likewise, there also we don't see a lot of competition. Enterprise, I think worldwide, enterprise side, channel side, it may differ a little bit, but mostly these countries, they mirror um, how India operates. So it's not very, very different. But I would say that global markets are, in terms of ARPU and realization, are better than India, especially Middle East and some of the Southeast Asian countries. So in that sense, it is better. Platforms is less competitive. Enterprise business is competitive there as well.
Thank you, sir. Okay. And sir, how we are seeing the competition from the market share wise and leadership perspective?
Sorry, I did not understand.
I mean, like how management sees the competition from market share or leadership perspective side compared to our competitor.
So do you mean the maintaining the market share, or like when you say leadership?
Yes,
you-
maintaining market share and leadership in the market.
Yeah, I think we continue to do that because the growth engines are quite clear. We have strong GTM teams. We maintain our customers. We don't lose them. So I think we should continue to dominate the market. Although it is competitive, has always been, but we will continue to grow at a level where we maintain the market leadership position.
And we have follow-up question from Anil sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, just one more question I had. See, in the last couple of quarters, we have seen the gross margin in the enterprise business decline. And I think it's a substantial decline, while I mean the company might feel it's not a substantial decline. So how are we doing on the gross margin front in the current quarters, and what is the projection for the future quarters? I don't want numbers, just a sense of direction. Should we understand that Q1 was the bottom, or we understand that there
I
is further
can't
erosion?
Anil, I can't comment it directly, bottom or not, but definitely, like that the internal aspiration is to achieve a particular EBITDA. For that, gross margin profile has to improve, and I think for that, the proportion of platforms has to increase. So that's how I would like to kind of answer it. That margin profile should become better given the proportion of platform sales increasing. So I think that is one, and obviously enterprise margin should hold. So that's these are the broad levers which will impact the gross margin profile of the company going forward as well.
No. My question was specifically on enterprise, and I think you said it will hold. So that is what is your more or less the lookout. I mean, nobody can be sure about these things. I mean, tomorrow it can further decline or it can increase. But just getting a sense that it is likely to be in the hold kind of a
Yes,
range.
it should remain range bound. We don't really, I mean, that's what I would like to believe.
Okay. And in terms of when we start seeing some of the growth coming in now in terms of the top line, do you think there could be an EBITDA leverage somewhere in play because of the high employee cost we have and all of those things?
See, we continue to invest in people. So it'll be a mix of both. There'll be growth in cost as well. So it'll be because from a investment into people, etc., we are not stopping. We have done that in the past as well, and we are continuing to do it. Obviously, keeping overall efficiency in mind. So investment will continue, growth will continue, as well as investment we'll have to do for the future.
Fair enough. And finally, one question again, I don't know whether I think there is no answer for that. That value first few entities which were still to be sort of approved by RBI, still done or not done?
Not done, in progress.
Chaliye, all the best.
Okay, thank you, Anil.
Thank you so much, sir. And how are receivable days changes for different customers like enterprise, global customers, government PSUs, and private banks?
So, I mean, it reflects it is similar to how all the other B2B companies operate, where enterprise will be, DSOs will be faster than some of the verticals. I think overall it's in the comfortable range, but it mirrors how the industry operates, Jyoti.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. And from the Gagi Reddy, are there any new CPaaS application development?
Sorry?
Are there any new CPaaS application development? And another question is, how different is our product in terms of pricing compared to Root?
So again, as I said, there are some technological differences, but most distinguishment comes from how the channels are sold. So I think the beauty lies in implementing deeply integrated solutions and use cases rather than just the platform itself. And that's why I think it sees a little bit of or not little bit, quite competitive state. So I think distinguishment comes from what kind of use cases are you delivering for the brands, and are you focusing more on delivering better ROIs through those channels. So that kind of approach is what we take and deliver. And obviously it entails customer support, servicing, and delivering those solutions for the brand rather than the CPaaS platform as such. And adding more and more channels obviously are always part of it, giving them advantages in terms of creating their workflows, using multiple channel, having fallback. All those features have to be continuously upgraded into the platform.
Thank you so much, sir. I think that's all for today. And thank you all the participants for today's call. And if the participant have any further doubts, they can get in touch with the team at Aryan Capital. Thank you, Anbar sir, giving your time and giving the good insight about the company. So thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Recording stopped.